Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, December 2nd, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I value all the levels of expansion. And speaking of expansion, we have Jupiter, the planet that represents expansion, moving from its home sign of Sagittarius into Capricorn. This shift happens at 10:20 a.m. Pacific time. We will have about a year of Jupiter in Capricorn, so this is a major planetary shift. We will have Jupiter in Capricorn all the way through December 18th, 2020. And the last time Jupiter was in the sign of Capricorn was late 2007, all the way through 2008 into early 2009. So, think back. What did you experience at that time? There may have been other planetary energies happening for you at that time, but that may give you some insight into this energy. So I've been saying this over and over and over. You may have heard me actually say this, but Jupiter in Sagittarius is about like expanding our perspective, opening up our minds, opening up the horizons, checking into the possibilities. I have to laugh because for this energy today, I pulled the possibilities card in reverse. And that's the thing. It's like we have explored the possibilities. Now, it's not like close your mind, this is where it ends, stop. No, because we're going to have other planets still moving through Sagittarius. But in regards to your vision, the vision that you've cultivated over this last year, this is the time to live what you've been reading about. That's what Shams said to Rumi. You must now live what you have been reading about. It's not enough just to have the knowledge. You must make it physical. You must walk the talk. You must walk the knowledge. Take your knowledge for a walk with your monkeys. It's time to make it physical. It's time to make it incarnate. Also, in regards to this card, the possibilities card in reverse, it's also time to make decisions, kind of bring some focus. Sagittarius and all fire signs can be very creative and all over the place and lots of ignition and instigation over here, over there. Capricorn energy is earth energy, so it's grounding, and so we want to bring that focus, decide, and take that aligned action with the visions that you cultivated during the time of Jupiter in Sagittarius. Make the vision physical. It doesn't have to be all at once. It definitely can be baby steps, but do put it into motion. Live what you have been reading about. Live what you have been learning about. Live the life that you have been kind of growing, building inside of you over this time. Creating the world you've been creating. There's a few things to discuss. Jupiter is the planet of good things, luck, benevolence, but Jupiter expands whatever energy it's working with. So just also notice, like, are you going into this feeling light? Or are you going into this like, rah, rah, rah? Jupiter will expand it so that you get the full experience of that. So be very aware of your energies in regards to this. There's a part of me that's kind of curmudgeonly, like, I don't want Jupiter to leave my planet of Sagittarius, my sign of Sagittarius, but I know that there are good things in this transit for all of us. There's a lot of people talking about expansion of wealth, and that definitely can be something that Jupiter and Capricorn can bring. Again, Jupiter is luck, it is expansion. Jupiter is the great benefic planet. But the wealth thing, it's not something that I necessarily focus on, although I do believe we all desire to live abundant lives and deserve to live abundant lives. While the wealth can come about, there is a call to work in this energy, to set parameters. I would even venture to say boundaries, even though Scorpio is the sign of boundaries. Set boundaries in regards to your structuring. And I do feel like that focus can bring about balance and potential abundance. Again, as well as working on these visions that we may have had with Jupiter in Sagittarius. It can be a wealthy time, but again, if you are also focused on the lack energy, it can be a time where you feel, where's it all going? I also feel like we can't ignore the fact that we have Saturn and Pluto building into their conjunction happening in the sign of Capricorn as well. So it's like the structures of the world, the rules of the world, the things of the world, they're going through a big karmic transformation with Saturn and Pluto working together. So what wealth is to us may shift. What I love is that we have that happening in the more advanced degrees of Capricorn. And then we have Jupiter coming through as like, don't worry, there's still good in the world. Whatever's falling apart can be rebuilt with better structure, with better parameters from what we learned from this recent vision, from that new vision that we had with Jupiter in Sagittarius. So just keep that in mind if things are kind of falling apart for you right now. It's okay. This is about building new structures, building them more soundly. There's also the lesson of responsibility in this. One of the big energies around Capricorn is that energy of responsibility. Now, I like to say responsibility. How are you responding in a way where you're true to yourself, true to your purpose? And you do want to keep that in mind, keep that in alignment. But there is that essence of responsibility with Capricorn energy. Make sure you don't take on too much responsibility. Sometimes Capricorn can be the sign with like, what is it, Atlas, with like the world on his shoulders. You don't have to carry the world. And this is why you want to remember responsibility. You are responsible for your purpose. You are responsible to live your purpose driven life. I love, my friend Paige sent me a message today. She sent me from the pastor of Agape. He was talking about purpose, and he said, you are here on purpose with purpose. And we do want to remember that. You don't have to carry the world. You don't have to show that you're worthy of anybody by carrying the world, but you did come on purpose with purpose. And so do tune into that energy and do decide to work in alignment with that, with Jupiter in Capricorn energy. I was thinking earlier, I'm like, yeah, Jupiter and Capricorn, it's going to make us all work. And good things are going to come, but you're going to have to work. And that work could be just about getting yourself into alignment. Sometimes getting yourself into alignment is like the hardest work that we have to actually do. So be aware of that in and through this energy. Is there anything else that I want to say about this? Oh yeah. Speaking of hard work, the glyph for Capricorn, there's usually this energy of the mountain goat that comes to the Capricorn. And if you've seen mountain goats, there are pictures of mountain goats scaling like vertical, burn on my hand from Thanksgiving, vertical mountains. There's also the glyph with Capricorn energy of the sea goat that knows how to flow. If you are feeling like the mountain goat, you may have taken on too much. You may not be completely aligned with your energy. There is the essence of flow that is possible. Keep that in mind. Like I said, we are going to have to work, but I don't think you have to scale a vertical mountain unless you do have that really strong Capricorn spirit that's like, I want to do this. We will keep tuning into this over and over and over again as the days go on, building upon this. But this is something to be aware of. I also want to show you, I'm not going to read these cards too much, but I pulled 2 cards from the archetypes. I first, on top, pulled the sword. And this talks about deciding, making a decision. I think that's really important with this energy, to make that decision. But we also have the forest. And I think the forest is a really important message. The forest talks about like the magic, like earth magic energy. We have to decide, and we have to focus, and we have to take that responsibility. We have to discipline ourselves. It's a really good word. Expansion of personal discipline, especially in regards to our purpose, why we're here, that soul energy. But it's like, please don't forget the magic. Don't forget to play. Don't leave that behind in this Capricorn energy, because I think that we've lost our way because we've forgotten to play. And in forgetting to play, we forget who we are on that heart level, and we really do want to bring our hearts with us. So do remember that. And it's interesting because after Jupiter shifts, the first connection it actually makes is with Moon in Pisces. So it's like, keep up your magical thinking. Bring that with you. The magical part of you is also on purpose and needs to be brought along to fully make the manifestations great. We'll just put it that way. So speaking of that, let's look at the astro energies. Moon finishing up in Aquarius for the shift. Keep checking your vibes. Like, really do feel the good that's coming with this. Side note, Sagittarius is Capricorns, or anybody with really strong Sagittarius or Capricorn, you're probably the ones who are most likely to feel this shift. I, as a Sagittarius, really do feel Jupiter shifts quite profoundly. Take it easy on yourself, but this is a great and wonderful thing. So, Moon in Aquarius, check your vibration. Moon in Aquarius, squaring Mercury. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Can you nurture it. Just nurture it. Can you nurture thoughts that feel empowering around this? Not the, oh my God, I'm going to have to work hard. Like, oh yeah, I get to work towards my purpose. I get to have responsibility where I respond in a way that's true to my purpose. Can you expand on those energies rather than get lost in the this, in the no, I don't want to leave that behind. We still get to work with that. We're getting that times 2 as Mercury's also connecting to Pluto before this shift. And so Pluto and Capricorn's reminding us, like, yeah, there's a lot of tearing down of structure. There's a lot of tearing down of what has been. We are called to be empowered in ourselves as the old things are torn down, creating new foundations, new structures within ourselves, empowered in those energies. We're going to have a void moon. So between Jupiter shifting and void moon, energies are going to feel pretty wonky. Moon is shifting into Pisces rather late. I think it's like 11 p.m. 11:10 p.m. Pacific time, it shifts. But again, that first connection is with Jupiter. So it's like, bring along the magic. All right, let me show you my cards. Besides the other cards. I know this is long. I laughed, actually, at these 2 cards. It's like possibilities. Yes, we are leaving this energy, this expansion of this energy behind. But do still hold the understanding of what you learned over this time of Jupiter in Sagittarius. Hold the understanding of it, because that's going to give you wings. That's going to give you freedom through this transit. Now, this can be overdone in the Jupiter and Capricorn transit. Don't let it steal your joy. Don't let it steal your magic. Stay in that space. We build upon the Sagittarius for a reason. We want to take that optimism and bring it with us as we move into hardworking Capricorn energy. Awareness. Keep moving forward. This is the Chariot. Success awaits. Really good things await. Awaits from discipline. Awaits from making the decisions that need to be made at this time, from the work, that needs to be done at this time. So I'm going to leave it at that because it's long enough. So you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. You can always check out where Jupiter is for yourself in your chart. Holiday readings, gift certificates available 2020. Your ahead readings available. Eclipse readings, you got to get them in soon because the first eclipse is on Christmas, and I would love to get your reading out to you before then. Email me with any questions. Besides that, moment by moment, baby steps. You have the power. The better it gets, the better it gets. Hold that vibrational state. And there is more than enough love in the world for you. Namaste.